Welcome to Tarot Siddhi on voicesinnews.com. My name is Prasiddhi Mishra and I'm a tarot reader. Thank you very much for your support and your feedback on our previous episodes. In today's episode, we'll go further in the journey of major arcana of the tarot. Last week we spoke about card number 2 and 3, the High Priestess and the Empress. And in this episode, we'll go further and talk about card number 4, the Emperor, and card number 5, the Hierophant, which I will get to later on. We spoke about the Empress. She was a resplendent, beautiful young woman, but our Emperor is definitely an older guy. He is not a young person. It took him many years of hardship. Now, this is a very strong individual. Very stoic silence he bears. He doesn't speak much. He's a man of few words. Considerably so because he's seen so much in life that he prefers his actions speak louder than words. And especially because he's the Emperor, then his actions mean a lot more. As you can see, he's seated on this very simple throne. There's no ornate design here, nothing much. All we can see is the face of the ram on the handrails, and he's wearing a very simple crown. Not any expression in his eyes actually, and a long white beard. Very simply dressed for an emperor, otherwise mostly in other king cards in tarot we are shown very well dressed kings, but here the emperor is very simple, which speaks a lot about the characteristics that this card symbolizes. This man is a no-nonsense person, very clear about what he wants in life. He's leading a kingdom, maybe his own business empire, maybe his own actual kingdom, but in today's world there are no kings, so it could straight away stand for somebody who's got a lot of power in the company he works in or his own business. He leads the family, so he has to get his own life in order before he can lead other people. In one hand he's holding a strong staff, and in the other hand he's holding a fruit. So he's actually somebody who rewards the people who are under him, who work for him, but he's also very strict with them. He's got a lot of power in his hands, the power of the magician many-fold, but he's a very solid person. He's sitting on a very solid stone throne. When this card comes in a reading, it means that maybe there's a person in your life who you've given a lot of respect to. This person's opinion matters a lot to you. And if it's coming for the querent, then obviously this is you, so it says a lot about you. You could be very rigid as a person. You're not listening to other people's views because you have come to your own conclusions, and in a very hard way in life. Everything that the Emperor has become, it's a very hard path. He has taken a lot of trouble and a lot of effort to become what he has become today. So obviously he doesn't really listen to a lot of people. He's not open to information from new angles. Maybe this is an advice for somebody to start opening up to new information, especially if this is coming reversed. Because if the Emperor is reversed, the strength is lacking. And if the strength is lacking, then the decision making cannot be done on a very strong foundation. So this card will also have both types of meanings, and you can apply this strength of the Emperor in your life if it comes in the advice. So I'm giving you in different situations whenever this card falls, how you look at it. But generally speaking, the Emperor is a strong person. Maybe this is the person who will help you out in your future project if this is coming in the future prediction position. So watch out for this. Maybe if this is coming as a final outcome in a relationship, this means that the strength in the relationship will come after a lot of hardships, maybe after many years. So this card is a very beautiful card. The strength of the Emperor will carry you through your entire day if you meditate on this card and spend time looking at the energies of this card and take it out. And if it's reversed, then obviously there is no one to lead you. Maybe you are not leading yourself in life. You're not guiding yourself very well. Maybe you're not being strong enough. So you need to turn that switch on. You need to take things in your control, because the Emperor always has things in his control. From here on, we move on to the 5th card, and this is a very traditional card. The person who's depicted here is the Hierophant or the High Priest. In many spreads, he is also referred to as a High Priest. Now we saw the High Priestess. She's the oracle reader, the tarot reader, the astrologer, the woman who rules the insides. The High Priest is actually somebody like the Pope, or somebody who's like a Pandit, somebody who does prayers, who offers prayers, very, very traditional guy. This card always comes in a reading when you're doing something unconventional in your life, something which is out of the way of the tradition. So maybe there are forces in your life, maybe there are family members who are very traditional and stopping you from doing something new. Maybe you yourself have very, very conventional views, and this is acting as a deterrent on your path. The high priest has none of those powers that the high priestess has. The high priestess can look beyond the veil. She can actually look into the future. She's the clairvoyant. The high priest is somebody who will just offer the prayers. He has absolutely no idea into looking into the future, or he will give you no insights. All he will tell you, if this is a person, if this is representing a person, all he will tell you is just stick to the routine. You just cannot go out of the conventional family tradition. This is the person who speaks about the family values and the cultural values. So in a nutshell, the high priest or the Hierophant is somebody who will remind you of traditions, of culture, and he will never go and do something new or something creative. Now when this card comes in a reading, it means that maybe everything that is adventurous and fresh in your life is getting subdued by the presence of a person who's like that, or the energies in situations like this. Now when we look onto the visual elements of this card, we can see that obviously this person is a very, very powerful man. And why? Because there are two men kneeling down in front of him. There are two keys kept in cross position at his feet. So you can see that this man has all the keys to a lot of things, but he will just not open them up for people because he's guarding, he's protective, he's a little closed. He can guide us, but in only traditional terms, only for traditional things, for nothing new, for nothing creative. He's a very powerful person. Again, he's holding a staff in his hand, and he's sitting at this chair where he's sitting and giving sermons and lectures to people. So it's basically, it could also stand for a spiritual teacher, but who only talks about religion. He's not really talking about the world of spirit or some consciousness or something like that. He's somebody who's just basically dispensing lectures on religion. And this person is important to you. It could also stand for a guru, but again in a very religious term. So this is what the Hierophant stands for. It's very traditional. And when this man talks about, he talks about sticking to traditional things. So when this card comes, you know that you have to think the word traditional and then apply that word in this image and couple them up with all the other cards that are surrounding, and then you will have a very, very concrete thing to tell the person who's asking a question. So when the Hierophant comes upside down, it means that an authority figure in your life who's very traditional is in an inactive mode right now. That person is letting you to do whatever it is that you want to do, free reign in your life, and there are no objections from the traditional surroundings or traditional people who are guiding your family or people who your family members have been listening to, because this figure is probably a public figure. A lot of people know him. He's a priest, so obviously a lot of people know him. So when this person says yes or no, a lot of people are following. And if this is coming reversed, it might be good for you if you're starting something on your own or doing something for yourself without wanting anything traditional to come in your way. And if this is coming negative, if this is coming reversed, then it also means that good counsel from senior people in your family is not coming your way. So when you're looking for guidance from a parental figure, and if this is missing, then obviously it's something that you cannot help it, because the energy here is blocked. And if you obviously ask Tarot how to open this energy up, you will come up with solutions. But for now, there is no authority figure here in your life. The authority figure is you. So that could be good news. So when you think of the Hierophant, think of traditional things that we do, cultural things, religion. And when you think of the Emperor, very, very powerful figure, very strong individual. So in today's episode, we have spoken about the Emperor and the Hierophant, two very, very separate but very strong individuals. And also I would like to state that when we are doing a reading, and apart from the code cards that obviously mean people, these cards can also represent human beings or maybe qualities that are part of these human beings' character. So an Emperor could mean a very, very strong father, and the Hierophant could mean a religious leader. And it could also mean somebody who you have been going to, somebody who's like a Guruji to you. So these cards can also be used as people cards. They are not just the energies. Obviously the energies are there, but they can also be used as people cards. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Tarot City. I look forward to meeting you next week again with two new cards of the major arcana, the Lovers and the Chariot. Happy living.